Let's just make sure that we get your belief first and then we can move. If you say that Allah does not have parts, then these things about Allah have to be the whole of what Allah is. But you don't want to say that. What is that?
Okay, when you say Allah is nothing like His creation, do you mean He's nothing like His creation in
any sense at all?
No, because God did say we created.
So then He is like His creation.
He is like His creation in some sense. Then.
If God doesn't exist, then His power can't exist.
I mean, yeah, that's like an infinite thing, like the attributes of God. What
so then that means that those attributes are dependent. Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
So there's contingency in God.
So then they're contingent.
In a way, we don't understand God is infinite. God is infinite. In a way, we don't understand.
Infinite means not. Infinite means not finite.
Yes.
We've proven that He is.
Do you guys agree to that?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, wait, hold on.
You're one person.
By the way, you sound. Wait, guys, hold on.
is a central tenet, so we can't.
Is oneness the whole of what Allah is?
Oh, you got a spider.
What do you mean?
He's one.
He is one, but the oneness of Allah, is that the whole of what Allah is? There's other things, and I know you know that. So it's not the whole. Now here's my issue. When you said He's one being, make sure everyone understands it. You said He's one being. Have you ever heard anyone else in the park say God is one being?
Oh.
Who said?
Oh.
No, you could be wrong, but the thing is Christians in this park usually say that. Now I'm not saying that's what we believe. I'm just saying you sound like them now when I'm using this argument. The Christians in this park. Now here's my issue. When you say that Allah is one, that's part of what Allah is. Allah is merciful, part of what Allah is. Allah is knowledgeable, part of, I hate the word knowledgeable, it's really silly. Allah has knowledge, part of what Allah is. All of these things are metaphysical parts of what Allah is. They are not the whole of the subject. Now, this is the issue. You then need to say that Allah has metaphysical parts. Good. Do you accept that for now?
Let's just say we did.
Okay, then Allah is finite.
He's not composite.
Huh? If you have parts, you're composite.
Has parts isn't finite.
Everything that has parts is finite.
The 2 times table has parts.
Yeah.
It has 2. It has 6.
It's also finite. You prove my point.
No.
2, 4, 6, 8.
You don't know what infinity is.
It's potentially infinite.
It has potential infinitude. Yes.
There's a difference between potential.
So you got finity out of nowhere.
No. Hold on. You have finitude. Hold on. What is half of 2 times 2? Sorry. What is half of the 2 times table? Can you get half of the 2 times table? No, not the 1 times table. So you know how you have the 2 times table, 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That line of 2 times table, that set of the 2 times table, can you get 50% of that?
Yeah.
What's 50% of the 2 times table? Because it's infinite.
Okay, but the 2 times table is 50% of the whole number line, which is also infinite.
The 2 times table isn't the number line. The number line is just numbers.
Table is half of the number.
No.
It's half as big, but they're both infinite.
It's 50%, and then from 0.
See, we can both do sophistry.
That's not. Hold on. That's not half of infinity.
0 is half.
No, it's not.
Minus
When, okay.
Twice as many.
What's? Hold on.
In the whole.
Okay. Numbers themselves. Hold on. You're misunderstanding how numbers work. Numbers either have.
For every one.
Numbers either have.
In the 2 times table, there's 2.
No. Numbers either have. Hold on. Yeah, you study maths. Okay. What is the nature of the existence of a number? You study maths.
That's philosophy
Cool.
of maths. There's different ideas. There's
Great, philosophy of maths. Okay. Numbers either posit something in reality that is positive in its existence or negative in its existence. So the number 1 itself, we could conceptualize as just a positive cardinal number, correct? Now, -1 is the negation of that cardinal number. It doesn't actually exist. The same way 0 doesn't exist.
It's
But
like
you were talking about the number lines.
Pardon?
You were talking about the number line.
The number line is the number line is just the way that we can physically plot them. That's not an actual thing.
Yeah, I know, but right there you just said
So
number line.
the number line so the number line itself, right, has an infinitude of numbers. But you're saying, okay, we can get slap bang in the middle of that and put that to that side, slap bang in the middle of that and put that to that side. What's in between -0 and 1? -1 and 1?
0.
Does 0 exist? No, it does not. Great. So where do you draw the line?
Do numbers exist?
You
Is
can't.
the question.
Numbers themselves
If numbers
pertain.
exist, 0
Yeah.
exists. If numbers are just
What is 0?
this is the whole.
Wait.
This is the
No.
whole tangent.
What is 0?
How many eggs are in my hand?
No, you're proving my point. There is nothing there. Zero does not exist. Thank you. So thank you for proving my point. Zero does not exist.
But the concept exists.
Yeah,
You can have nothing.
but that's because no.
That's like
Because hold on.
What's his name?
By the way, that's just for our ease of access. The only reason we have zero at all is so that we can make maths work. Zero in itself does not exist. The number one or unity in itself does exist. Duality in itself does exist. Triadality does exist as well, right? But the issue is zero, which is just the negation of numerical value.
Negative is a negation.
Negative is a negation. Sorry, absence. That was the word. The absence of any value doesn't exist. It's an absence. It's not even a thing. So there's no line that you can draw on the number line. We can conceptualize of like halving the zero, I guess.
Yeah, but we call that zero.
It's a thing as a concept.
What are you calling? Wait, hold on.
We call that zero.
We're straying from the
You're straying for the point. The main point is this. Yeah. But hold on. The main point is this, right? A fraction. No, the main point. The main point of the argument is this: when you have the fraction of a thing, fractions themselves are necessarily finite. For example, 1 over infinity.
Okay, yeah.
If you put that into
can
a,
divide 1.
you can divide.
0.2, 0.2.
Yeah, no, 1 is an actual thing, right? And you can divide 1 into different things. A fraction of a thing is always going to be finite. So the only way you can have the fraction of an infinite thing is 1 over infinity or x over infinity.
You can half something at infinite times.
What?
In a fraction.
No, you can't, because you're not getting any other fractions. What's 2 over infinity? It's undefined.
Zero.
The answer in a calculator is undefined.
No, that's if you divide by 0.
No, if you divide by
Divide
infinity.
There's no infinity button, first of all.
Actually, put it in a calculator.
There's no infinity button on the calculator.
You can't divide by infinity.
You can.
No, you can't.
You can do 2 over n limit as n approaches infinity.
As it approaches infinity, does it ever
That's a
get there?
potential infinity,
That's
not an
potential
actual
infinity.
infinity.
Does it ever get to infinity?
You don't know that.
As it
You don't know what
it's as it approaches infinity. We know what infinity is. We have a thing for that.
A potential infinity is just something that keeps on approaching towards infinity and never stops, but it never actually gets there.
Yeah,
An actual
Ilif norm,
infinity
right?
is something that's
Yeah, Ilif norm is what we call infinity. But the issue is this: when you have 1 over infinity, for example, if you put it into a calculator, this is why actually in philosophy there is
What
conceptions of
calculator have you put this into?
put it on your phone. Desmos, that's crazy. I don't have Desmos. I have an iPhone. Do you get? But
As in, like, what has the infinity button? Wolfram.
what?
There's no infinity.
It's gonna say 0, trust me.
It's gonna either say 0 or undefined. It's
Find the
undefinable.
calculator- Yeah. well,
It's
you at least-
undefinable.
You at least
Okay,
get 0.
fair enough. It's undefined.
It's
I'm
right.
just trying to get
So
to
that's the thing. There is no definition for 1 over infinity because you can't do
Okay,
it.
fair enough.
So if you have a part, it has to be finite because you can't have a part of an infinite. Because the part of the thing is already finite. The part of the thing is finite
You can put an infinite thing.
because there's an end.
Infinite thing.
You can't have infinite parts.
This is what the argument really comes down to. The point is to ask, in virtue of a particular part of an object, what is the mereological relation between the part of an object?
No, asthma. Yeah.
Yeah, contingency.
Okay, so the point is that if it's necessity that is the relation between this particular attribute and Allah, right? We have to ask the question. It's specific to your understanding.
Thank you.
If it's
Thank you so much.
contingency,
I have no understanding.
you've no understanding.
It can fail to exist.
Yeah, I'm
So
just listening.
it can fail to exist. But look, the point is that if it's necessity that is the relation between the object and the thing,
Then they're necessary.
They're identical.
Actually,
But
do this.
If it's contingency,
And then contingency springs from the rest of it.
well, the point is that if it's contingency, it means that it depends on.
Yeah.
The point is that if it is a part, then it is contingent.
On the whole.
If it's not a part, then it would be
So
necessary.
does
So
Allah's
it's not
attributes
contingent
depend
on
on
If
the-
you're
on
saying,
the
if
one
you're
whole.
saying, if you're
How
saying,
many do you have?
The point is that
We don't know your number, but the issue is this:
whatever
when you have attributes, you have. I know.
you deny divine simplicity.
But this is my issue. Hold on, yeah, let's show. Then there will be 99 parts. But the issue is this: even the finitude. No, the finitude is just.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't talk about 3 and 1.
Is that not what you're trying to
No, I'm talking to you about your belief. Remember?
You're trying to
So,
stick it in, though.
no, I'm not. I never talked about the Trinity once. You did though. Now here's my issue. When you have the mercy of Allah, is that independent in its existence?
Yeah. Actually, no. It's dependent on Allah.
It's dependent on Allah. So then, there are
Okay,
things.
those attributes are
So then, there are things. Great.
Actually,
So then,
no, it's
wait, no, wait. So then, God has contingent attributes. Wait. Okay. My friend. Let's dust you off for a second,
Is it
okay?
independent?
Let's dust you
Oh,
off.
yo, that's a good
It
trap.
doesn't mean he's wrong.
It's not a trap. I'm trying to make sure that he thinks. That's why I dusted you off. First of all, you're wearing Nike, and you have a bottle in your hand. First of all, let's breathe in and chill, okay? think about your answer before you answer it. Now,
It is
let's
infinite
say,
mercy, independent.
let's say the infinite power of Allah,
Yeah.
is that independent or dependent?
It's a consequence of. It's a necessary consequence
Okay.
of Him who is also necessary. So
Is it
it's-
independent
it's
in
all
itself?
necessary.
So it's necessary as well.
It's independent in exactly the same way that God's existence is independent.
Okay, so you have Allah and then you have Allah's power.
That's polytheism.
Allah's power, hold on. He says it's not, he's undecided and you're saying it is. So you have three views here. Because you haven't given your view, right? So you're undecided, right. I didn't straw man you though, did I?
It's not
Cool.
arbitrary. I don't think it's-
No, I said arbitrary. No, this is the issue. When you say that they're independent, okay, you have Allah himself and then you have the power of Allah. They're not independent. Are they dependent then?
Dependent or independent?
They're either dependent or independent.
They're necessary.
Okay, they're necessary, but something can still be necessarily dependent. For example, animality.
No. Then it's contingent.
Yeah.
They're necessary in the sense that they're not contingent.
Okay, so then you're just saying that they're modally necessary, as in they cannot fail to exist.
If God doesn't exist, then His power can't exist.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, that's like an infinite thing, like the attributes of God. What are they?
So then that means that those attributes are dependent. Are you happy with that?
So there's
Okay.
contingency in God.
So then they're contingent.
yeah.
God, yeah, we accept that. Yeah.
Great. So if they're contingent, then Allah has things about Himself that are contingent.
No, because Allah is necessary.
Allah is necessary.
If those attributes by their nature,
that is true.
if they come from Allah,
Wait, let him
by
think.
His
Allah
nature,
is
then
the
they're
only
also
thing that's independent.
necessary.
Everything else is dependent on Him.
So
Whether
those
it be His attributes, whether it be us, whether it be the prophets, everything is dependent on Him.
Are those
even His power won't be around
yeah.
if He didn't have.
Are those attributes part of Allah? Are they something about Allah?
Yes.
So He has things about Himself that are dependent.
On Him? Yes.
Great. So Allah is dependent on Himself. There you go.
So Allah's contingent.
So Allah is contingent. Your God is
Anything that's
contingent.
dependent on anything.
No, you're talking because you just
Your God is
you
contingent.
just jump from the attributes to Him.
No, we're
You
talking about
said
the attributes
are
in
His
relation to Him.
attributes His attributes contingent, and then you say He's contingent.
Power is dependent on God. So you're saying that means God is
What, you want me to
just like film him or
hold
something.
it?
Also, you lot.
The attributes are contingent on the essence.
Because you lot.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want
We
to do
don't know
that.
about the cosmological argument.
When they say the cosmological argument,
Yeah, no one's saying
the
that.
cosmological argument is proving God exists. We're not talking about whether God exists. We've already accepted that. Your issue is that you have metaphysical parts, number one, and number
Us
two.
two have had arguments about the
Yeah.
necessity and contingent.
But then you also, and this is my issue, you also have things pertaining to God that are contingent, that are dependent. That's my issue. Okay?
Don't you have things-
No, we don't. This is a two-cook way. We don't do that.
So what? He's
Let's
just a
say, for
boy,
example,
he's just a-
no.
just a myth.
Let's say, for example, you're Eastern Orthodox. The Eastern Orthodox tradition, what happens?
It's an iPhone.
Yeah.
So why isn't this going into that?
Oh, it's because hold on. It's because of my card. Give me a second. We're trying to set some stuff up. As we're saying, basically, when you have things pertaining, here you go. Yeah.
That's what I was saying, though. I was
Yeah,
saying
that-
that.
so-
That's a part.
Yeah, so if
I
we
was saying
go
that the
over-
parts are necessary in the exact same way that God is necessary.
Oh, okay, if the parts
They're
are
necessary through the
Why is this
essence.
going in?
What? It should go in. It's in now. Just push it in.
or
saying they're not identical.
or Rico, or they're independent of God, which means you're a polytheist because you're saying that's necessary.
They're independent.
Yep. And then now,
That's
please hold the
polytheism.
power button on
So
both of
either
them at
you're
the
a
same time.
partial-
Okay, where's power button? You do it.
Okay. Please.
I'll hold the
hang on,
phone.
please.
Yeah.
I think we can take it back to the number line. We can take it back to the number line. No. The 2 times table is the necessary part of the 1 times
What is
table.
God? What is God?
What?
Is God a necessary existence?
So this is
If
your
there are two
receiver.
things that
Okay.
are necessary,
Does that go on me or does that go on?
Means there's two gods.
there's two gods.
That's polytheism.
How does it even work?
There's two necessary, uncreated, eternal things that exist. That's two
You don't want
gods.
to say that they are independent. You don't want to say they're independent.
this one
They are
goes on
related
the
in some
mic.
way.
Yeah,
One should
that's what I was thinking.
virtue
That one goes on you, and then this one you have to
It's
hold, I
good.
guess.
Am I holding it?
I guess
Yeah.
Apologia will do, yeah? So you go on your Twitch login or whatever, and you have like an hour of battery. And then if you just get him to hold it, that'd be great. I'm backing up a dude. Right there,
Yeah. So wait, so we go on go live here,
Yeah, go live, go live.
stream IRL, and yeah.
And then see if anyone can hear you or whatever.
Okay. Okay, chat. Can you hear me, chat? It's gonna take some time for them to come in. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. But you can see here that when you talk,
Yeah.
there is
Whether you accept
volume.
it, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Cool. All right. BRB, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Just get him to film it.
Yo. Yo, what you saying? Yeah, film
we
this stuff.
live.
We live. Alright,
We live
cool.
out here.
We live. Okay. We are live. What's going on, chat? You know what I'm saying? Ads are on, so make sure you sub to the thing. Wait, hold on. Let me see if this on. Yeah. What's going on, chat? Make sure you sub to the thing. Okay, we put bare ads on the thing, so you man, make sure you sub. Yeah, I'm trying to make money. I'm kidding. We're at Speaker's Corner. We're live. Okay, let's do this. All right, we're actually in a discussion right now.
We're in a discussion about Allah's parts.
At some point, it didn't exist at another point. That's why I'm continuing.
You don't want to talk? Wait.
Oh God.
You said an argument doesn't need a premise. Wait. He said an argument doesn't need a
The chain
premise.
of causation
I remember
changed
him.
from contingency and necessary.
What?
So the chain of causation, listen.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about
Oh wait,
it.
these man are saying audio is a
help out Ananda. I'll be back unless she like.
Make sure you park there.
If I can. I'll
Yeah.
see.
Do what you need to do, man. It's alright. Okay. As you were doing, what? So.
yo, SiiiG, they're saying the audio ain't working.
No way the audio not working.
Just buzz it. Wait, let me hear.
Is it buzzing?
Wait,
So don't buzz.
It's
Yeah.
within Islam.
What the heck?
How do I attach this to myself?
What? Yeah.
Maybe if I
Oh. No, it's like that. It's that way. What?
Yeah, it's moving a bit bougie.
It's God's hands debate.
Yeah, it's literally that debate.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you know if God's hands are infinite or not, though.
Muslims debate.
There you go.
Yeah, Muslims
There you
debate
go.
about it.
Wait, do you believe that Allah has two hands, two right hands?
I believe Allah.
we have
we have different opinions.
Okay, let's
Wait,
ask
is that okay?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah,
I believe that Allah does.
Pan the
Pan the
audio.
audio.
Oh, shut up. We don't even need the mic, though. That's the thing.
Johan says audio don't work.
Yeah. It's calm. Wait.
Wait, are you muted on this thing or?
I'm not muted, bro.
I'm not muted.
Alright, that's calm.
Alright, cool.
I don't even know. I was gonna put my AirPods in and just do it like that. I'm running.
It's nothing like his creation.
Nothing like his place.
So then how? Wait. If there's nothing like His
wait.
creation, so then how do you? Okay, when you say that Allah has mercy, what is that?
But for me, that's too compositional, isn't it?
What do you mean? What is
What is that?
Okay, when you say Allah is nothing like His creation, do you mean He's nothing like His creation in
Any sense at all?
No, because God did say we created.
So then He is like His
So
creation.
He is like His creation in some sense. Then.
No, but you're in like in the
unfathomable.
physical sense.
In the physical sense. Okay, is mercy physical?
No.
We have mercy, correct?
Yes.
Is our mercy physical?
No.
So is Allah like our mercy
Say
then?
God is physical.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Is Allah's mercy like our mercy?
No.
No.
He says no,
okay,
you say no. So then, what is Allah's mercy?
Allah's mercy.
Ultimate forgiveness, isn't it?
Ultimately what?
Ultimate forgiveness.
Ultimate forgiveness. How do you know it's ultimate forgiveness? There's nothing in creation that's like Allah.
It's belief.
Okay.
You believe it,
No one
sure.
knows anything.
But is your belief justified?
Yes.
Okay, how do you justify your belief?
I believe in God.
I believe in God too. But I know that there are things in creation like God. You're saying no.
He thinks that as well.
For what?
He thinks that as well.
Yeah, for example, the song.
These man keep saying no audio.
No audio.
I don't know what's.
I think, is it the jack? Wait, hold on.
So he.
Oh my days, wait.
Wait, you man, say if you can hear the audio now.
Say swear you can't hear the audio.
Wait, can you hear the audio now?
Say swear you can't hear the audio.
Comment in the chat if you can hear the audio.
Chat, you can hear the audio. These man are. So honestly, this one is blood of Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, hopefully they can hear the
If
audio.
they can't hear the chat, then that's your loss.
Okay.
listen.
So here's basically the point, yeah. Okay, so when you say Allah's
I'll change the topic,
attributes
man. It's
or
too-
Allah is absolutely
it's too
unlike.
semantical.
This is not semantical.
Wait.
This is the actual thing. When you say God is one, you tell Muslims, millions of them to billions of them, that Allah is one and that's the only thing you need to know about Him. When I ask you
We
these
don't say
questions,
that's the only thing you need to know.
how is Allah one?
Allah is one.
How?
What do you mean? What's a how?
That tripod is one. Is that tripod one the same way Allah is one?
No, because there's many other tripods in this world, but there's no other God.
Okay, so when you say that Allah is one, you're saying that Allah is the only thing of His kind.
Yeah.
Great. That thing about Allah is Allah composite. Like we said before, we established that Allah has parts. He's a conglomerate of
They
different
already
parts.
said it's composite.
Yeah, you already said He's composite, and then you said, oh, but you can have an
He might think he's composite.
You said that you can have an infinite amount of parts. That's what you said.
Yeah, no, I was talking about God.
Okay,
I was
but
talking
the
about the
issue.
number line.
Okay, no,
so
the
you're saying
lumber line
God
itself.
isn't composite, right? Okay.
So then he can't have parts.
So yeah, a composite thing is just a thing that
Great.
has parts.
If Allah does not have
But
parts,
they
huh?
don't, so like, if you want,
Right.
If you want the counterpoint.
Let's just make sure that we get your belief first and then we can move. If you say that Allah does not have parts, then these things about Allah have to be the whole of what Allah is. But you don't want to say that.
Why don't you want to say it?
Why?
Say it.
Still ain't no audio.
Say it. That mercy is the whole of what Allah is.
It's
It
infinite.
can't be because he's the other
No, you're saying that, but you said why can't he say that? Say it.
Can you man hear now?
He has other stuff.
No, you can't. You're just supposed to say
He's all
something. Let me
powerful.
think about it.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to think about it. That's why I'm giving you time. Say it.
Is that the whole of what Allah is?
Theological debate.
Is mercy the whole of what Allah is?
The whole of Allah is. I think most of what Allah is we don't know.
Okay. Is mercy objectively the whole of what Allah is, or is it not the whole of what Allah is?
No, it's not.
Okay, no. So now you're back to this one. It's a part.
There's still no audio, by the way.
All right, just take the thing out. Take the thing out. Hold on. All right, chat. We don't even need like mics and. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Alright, can you guys hear now? We're
I'll
taking the
give you
mic
these,
out.
we took the mic out, bro.
Whoever is holding the phone, I beg, tell him they're no audio.
I beg, bro. I put it in my pocket.
I might even be actually after today,
No,
bro.
but like,
But the Ash'ari still posit like a distinction. You see what I mean? They still say that there is a. They still say.
Because like
They still say it's
can be
rukn.
the set.
A subset would be a set in itself, but the issue
So
is.
those can be 99 subsets that are also the set.
So
If
if
you want to word it like that.
are those
And then
99?
it doesn't
Hold
sound
on.
like I'm in a trap.
But
when I
this,
say it.
actually no. Wait. Listen.
That way I don't sound like I'm trapping myself.
What does
when I say it.
subset mean? What's a subset?
part of a set.
Part. He used the words.
No,
there we
that's
go.
actually what it is.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
If you have a set, let's say for example,
It can be the set itself. A
Yeah.
proper subset.
If you have a
It has
subset-
to be
part of a
Sub.
of a set, yeah.
But
So
a
it's a
subset
part.
can be the
A
set
subset in itself, it's either possible that a subset in itself is indivisible or it's divisible. Let's say it's indivisible. You're saying that mercy in itself doesn't have parts with it. You're saying mercy is indivisible. But mercy in relation to the whole of Allah
We
is.
also know that God created mercy in 100 parts. He gave one part to all of mankind and 99 for himself.
Is
They have done.
that so? Allah has a finite amount of mercy.
He created mercy. So no, but infinite would be the 100.
Okay, so
We don't understand.
yeah, so this is my issue then. If the parts themselves are finite,
Yes.
when you put them together, you don't get something infinite. They remain finite. For example, 2 out of 10.
Okay.
2 out of 10 is finite, 3 out of 10 will be finite, as well as 5 out of 10. If you put 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, and 5 out of 10 together,
I understand it.
you get a whole
Yes.
grace, but it is not going to be infinite anymore.
But if it's the only thing that there is of that thing, let's say mercy. We say mercy is one, and if
And then you divide it into 100 different parts.
exactly, but then mercy is still one. So that means the most amount of
Mercy
mercy
is
that you can get is
sure.
one.
Mercy is still one,
Yes.
but it's composed of finite things.
But the
There
most
you
amount
go.
of mercy
You got
can
it.
get is that one.
Oh no, that's the thing.
That
That's
makes
the
it
most. That doesn't make it infinite.
Okay, that makes it the
can
most
say
that you can get.
That's exactly right. It makes it the most that you can get. You got it. It's the most that you can get, but it's not infinite. Yeah, go
What
on.
if there are infinite parts?
You would have to prove that.
But like what he said, look, there's no, I'm saying
I'm doing the number line. I
another
think
part.
God is one.
I'm saying the another.
The number line, but the number line.
No, we don't.
Well,
no, we know a lot about
even
God.
if the parts
we know a lot
infinite.
about God, but there's a lot about him that we don't know. So we don't know if he stretches to 100 or 101 or
Yeah, but
infinity.
bro, even if the parts are infinite, the fundamental question still remains the same. Is Allah dependent? Is Allah's parts dependent on him,
how is Christianity
or
gonna
is his
differ
parts
in any of this?
necessarily
Yeah, so show us the
independent? bro?
That's a whataboutism. But like, if you accept that, you know, what I'm saying that you believe that it's composite.
Muslims
then-
argue about this all the
Yeah,
time.
that's
It's
what we're
an
trying to
ongoing
do. We're
debate.
trying to
So yeah, so
In
what?
the-
So
in
delve
the
into it.
answer to this.
Wait, how about we finish the delving in, then we go to the Christian position? Because that's going to be a whole different kind of worms in
How
itself.
can you go into? How can you?
can
How
never-
can the
we
delving
never-
in reach a conclusion?
Yeah, this
By
this is-
settling on a
right
position.
Right here in
For
speaker's
14
corner right now.
By
By
settling on a
settling on a
position. That's the way you do it. You
For
settle on
14
a
centuries,
position.
Muslims have been debating this. It's not over.
14 centuries. Well, that may be a problem with the
It
conception.
doesn't mean you will reach an answer today.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you reach an answer today, but you can reach
it's
a
about the
definitive
nature of
conclusion.
God.
What is the Christian?
I'm
What
trying.
is the
Get an
Christian
answer to
position?
that.
You're trying to get me to do my view, and I get it,
Yeah.
but you can't do that without committing a fallacy. The way that you stop committing the fallacy is by finishing this point of conversation by either conceding or proving me wrong.
We don't. If we knew your point, we would know. what
These
it
are the
is.
points. I'll give you 3 points. A, Allah is composite. B, Allah is finite.
And I've literally been
And
arguing
C,
the same thing as
there
you
are
said.
things about Allah that are dependent, according to your beliefs as you stated today. If you accept those 3 points, you can ask me about my position.
Okay, we don't go. We don't. Allah is not composite.
Not
Allah is
composite,
not
We don't accept
Okay,
these points.
That's the thing that you need to
For the sake
prove.
of argument, we
That's the
accept
debate.
it. For the sake of argument, we accept it.
So then you now accept that Allah is composite.
No, I'm saying for the sake of arguments, just so
we
I
can
can
hear
hear
your
what your
point.
so
You
your
can't
opinion
do.
is.
Okay, so
I knew they were gonna bring it.
you
to the
can't grant. Hold on. I'm not gonna. I never talked about the Trinity.
No, I never said nothing.
Yeah. So then we're not talking about the Trinity
to the
then.
Trinity.
No, I'm not.
It's something to do with
Philosophy.
No, all
Now-
we're saying is just that the metaphysical nature of the Sunni conception of Allah is
It's
just
finite.
it's
It's really
finite.
bad.
It doesn't
It's-
make
it's-
sense.
It's
bro.
not really good.
Okay, how does it differ? How does it differ
what's
from
your
Christianity then?
Yeah. So what's
You really want to go to my position.
They
You
really want to
can't-
hold that too close.
They really want to do the whole whataboutism thing, and I can't let you do that, my friend. I'm sorry. Whataboutisms are
wanna hear your
fallacious.
side.
Sure, but I can't give you my side until you concede your own. Because then we finish that conversation and we never have to return to it.
Look, it's getting a point to different perspectives. That's what we want.
Just try to simplify.
You have the
In a way
same
we don't
view.
understand. In a way we don't
We
understand.
don't. We literally have different views.
Look.
We've argued about
literally.
composition
In a
of
way,
God.
look, in a
everything.
way, in a way we
Part of
don't. In a way we don't.
Hold on, let him say
understand-
it, yeah.
In a way, God, we don't understand. God is infinite. God is infinite. In a way we don't understand.
Infinite
What is the
means
Christian point
not.
of view?
Infinite means not finite.
Yes.
We've proven that he is. He is metaphysically
maybe
finite.
you're
Huh?
Yeah,
So
because
Allah is.
proves the strong word, didn't it?
So Allah is metaphysically finite. From this, we've concluded Allah is metaphysically finite. Now you want to ask me my view. What's my view?
Yeah.
Go on.